I mean, go find me a big rally where there's people flying swastika flags. You're not going to find one because it doesn't exist. It's not happening. This really jumped out.
What? What?
There aren't a bunch of neo-Nazi rallies that are happening on college campuses. There's not.
It's fucking what? Wait, how did we get to neo-Nazi? Wait, did I miss something? How did we get to neo-Nazi rallies on college campuses?
Gone into a shutdown, even for a handful. You're the Nazi from another side, by the way. No, I'm not. The difference is that if there is any sort of...
Oh, okay. Okay. So somebody in chat asked him, aren't you just calling them Nazis, but just like from another side? Where you're calling them terrorists is just like how the left calls the right-leaners like Nazis? Yeah, okay.
If there is a right-wing extremist group that is, let's say, using swastikas or advocating for Nazism or anything like that, they're pretty much repudiated by everyone. Everybody disagrees with this and they think that it's bad. There aren't a bunch of
No, you fucking moron! Holy shit! Yes, but I wouldn't deport neo-Nazis. Are you fucking kidding me? Wait, that's the difference between me and you, Asmongold. I wouldn't be deporting neo-Nazis. He wants to deport Mahmoud Khalil. What the fuck? Am I missing something here? Wait, hold on. Point to me the Democrats, okay? Point to me the Democratic political commentators who are willing to deport neo-Nazis. Go. Like seriously, I can't think of a single one. I can't think of a single one who will say, yeah, you know what? When neo-Nazis practice the First Amendment, they are willing to deport, they are willing to deport neo-Nazis. I just don't see it. All right, I don't know what the fuck Asmongold is talking about here. Yeah, like, fuck me. He is being willfully ignorant, though. Yeah, he is, because he knows that his position is indefensible, but it's already too late for him to retract it. He supports deporting somebody for like supposedly being a pro-Hamas, even though the evidence is incredibly dubious, right? But at the same time, you know, like even then, if you support some kind of far right-wing organization, which by the way, Hamas and neo-Nazis aren't too, like they aren't too separate from each other. Both are very right-leaning, both admire Hitler, both are anti-Semitic. So in a way, they are like they're not very different from one another, neo-Nazis and Hamas, right? So yeah, if he's willing to practice like pro-Nazi shit, then let him. Fuck. This is what should happen in America. Like you should be able to advocate for organizations and ideologies that actually want to suppress free speech and want to destroy Western civilization. If that is your prerogative, then you're free to do so. Fuck. So him who cries about free speech nonstop. Exactly. Yeah. He cries about free speech nonstop. Like Asmongold literally just won't shut up about it. Like he literally says out how Europe is trying to suppress free speech and is trying to arrest people for memes and shit. But then on the other hand, like, oh, if you protest and they have to make up some new shit about somebody in order to try to deport them. Like, fuck me.
No Nazi rallies that are happening on college campuses. There's not. And so I understand what your point of view is. And if it was happening, you'd be right. But that's not what's happening. And the problem is that you see a lot of these people that are running defense for people that debatable. It's just simply not debatable. I mean, go find me a big rally where there's people flying swastika flags. You're not going to find one because it doesn't exist. It's not happening. This really jumped out.
What? What?
10 o'clock Friday night, hundreds of white nationalists storming the University of Virginia, protesting plans to remove a statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee. The overnight violence spilling into this morning when marchgoers and counter-protesters clash again, hours before the Unite to Right march was even set to begin. Just after 10:30 a.m., the crowd growing in size. Local and state police in riot gear responding in force, but the violence escalating. Just before noon, Virginia's governor declaring...
Yeah, okay. Whether or not they do congregate in their little circle, just we all know. Yeah, and they demonstrate in public all the time! There was like this one Jewish town, right? There was this one Jewish town in America where... Hold on. Where they had a Nazi protest. Okay, I just forgot. What, fuck me. No, he's just completely wrong. Wait, how did we already forget about Charlottesville? Wait, how did we forget about January 6th? Oh, well, to be fair, like, no, but it still happened, though. It still happened. It's not like it didn't happen, right? Yeah. Here. The Confederate flag at January 6th is as well, right? Oath Keepers is also far right, right? The far right militia people, LARPers. And look at this Confederate flag that's not even ironed out. This is how you know he just got it out of the box. Like, look at these little squares on the flag. They're not ironed out, so you can tell that he didn't do jack shit with it. He didn't use an iron and flatten it. It's so stupid. These fucking LARPers are fucking retarded, dude. Camp Auschwitz? Is this right wing enough for Camp Auschwitz? Really?
Ask folks, is it on the right direction?
Oh yeah, there's this one too.
First of all, the mood of the country. This really jumped out. We asked folks, is it on the right direction or the wrong direction? That 44% you say right direction, that's up since November. And if that doesn't seem like a lot, the last time it cracked 40%, you got to go back to 2012. The last time it actually hit 44 or higher, January of 2000.
I can bet my life he could say that those flags were random bad actors, but it wasn't an organized thing. I know their arguments by memory. Yeah, like they would say like, oh, it's individual people. But it's like, dude, you asked for these people flying like far right symbols out in the open, and I'm showing it to you. Like, Jesus Christ, man.
2004.
Yeah.
So a lot
That was like right at the peak of the Helldivers 2 fucking America. Because that was after 9/11. People were popping off back then.
this is Republicans, but independents, that number is also up since the election on the direction of the country. First of all, the mood of the country. This really jumped out. We asked folks, is it on the right direction or the wrong
There it is. And I'm not surprised by that at all. Full Helldivers mode, yeah.
direction? That 44% you say right direction, that's up since November. And if that doesn't seem like a lot, the last time it cracked 40%, you got to go back to 2012. The last time it actually hit 44 or higher, January of 2004. So a lot of this is Republicans, but independents, that number is also up since the election on the direction.
There it is. Very positive among Republicans. Yep. And now it's at 74%. People support Trump. Holy shit. That's a lot.
I'm a big fan of the oldies, and when it comes to the feelings that
That's a whole
American
lot.
voters at large and
You know what? Fuck it. If the country really wants to take it to authoritarianism, like at this point, like I just don't care anymore. like you want to take it to authoritarianism? Fine. Fuck it. Go for it. All right. Fuck.
Democrats have, I can't help but think of Chubby Checker.
44% is objectively shit, though, is it not? Well, if it is, then it's objectively, well, we've been objectively shit for 20 years. I think a lot of people would agree with that. But it's improving.
Why is that?
It's higher
Because
than
the
it's been
question is,
before.
how low can you go? Voters' views of Democrats.
Yeah, I mean, like for the Confederate flag, they are really flying a flag that like the losers were using for 4 years. Like the Confederacy was around for 4 years. Okay, before they got fucking crushed. Okay, these fascist regimes. Okay, they get fucking crushed. All right, pro-slavery, exterminating Jewish people, they get crushed real quick. Okay, that's just the reality of it. That's just the reality of it. Just wait for the tariffs to start hitting. They're already hitting. They're already hitting. In fact, we'll probably watch a video as like a last minute before I end stream. We'll probably watch a video of like these people like actually complaining about how the United States is treating their neighbors.
In Congress, the lowest ever
I'll
approval
pull it up.
ratings on record per Quinnipiac University. Look at
Jesus
this.
Christ.
Approved, 21% among all voters. Look at the disapprove level. Holy
God.
Toledo, 68% of all voters disapprove of how Democrats are doing in Congress. Now, you might think that is low, and this is the lowest number on your screen here, down at 21%. But I want to bring you over here to how Democratic voters feel, because this is truly unbelievable. Amongst their own party, how do Democratic representative senators, how are they viewed? Get this, the plurality disapprove at 49%. More Democrats disapprove of the job that their party is doing in Congress than approve. Get this, only 40% approve. These are truly horrific numbers. They're in the trash bin of history. That is how low these approval ratings are. When you can't...
And this is at CNN, by the way. This isn't on Fox. Like if I hear somebody saying this...
Get this, only 40% approve.
Listen to this.
These are truly horrific numbers. They're in the trash bin of history. That
This is not on Fox.
is how low these approval ratings are. When you can't even get plurality approval among your own party, you know you're doing something wrong in the eyes of the...
That's bad, man. That's really fucking bad. Guys going nuclear? Yeah. Of course, the approval is low. Democrats aren't doing shit. Well, it's because they're supporting causes that people don't approve of. They don't like and they don't think are accurate.
No, motherfucker. It's because the Democrats are being cringe right now. It's not because they support, okay, Jesus Christ. It's not because they support terrorism. It's because they're being cringe. It's because they're not actually like doing anything effective. That is pushing back. Like, we should have shut down the government. Fuck it. We should have shut down the government. Yeah, fuck.
Or representative of them. It's actually extremely simple. It's so fucking simple.
It's not.
So yeah, 29%. Wow. Well, that's what happens.
Wait, okay, hold on. Just because somebody is not favorable of the Democratic Party doesn't mean that they are not disfavorable towards Trump. Because somebody can be disfavorable towards Trump, but also disfavorable towards the Democratic Party, okay? You need to look for people who are disfavorable towards Trump, because we need to take a look at that number, because I'm going to tell you this right now, that number is more important than the view of the Democratic Party, which is always
entirely right-wing
like
accounts?
fucking low.
I mean, I just scroll past Hassan. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like that's not really entirely true. And also, I actually had a criticism about that. I think that for news stories and things like this, you should have the ability to filter by the most interacted with and the most popular posts instead of just things that align with your algorithm. Because I think that having this for news stories is something that does encourage a groupthink echo chamber mentality. I've suggested this to Twitter before, and I hope that they add it in. So yeah, no, not only like, yeah, why is your Twitter, but your Twitter is saying this. This is CNN saying.
Tired of Twitter. Hold on. Tired of Twitter always feeding you biased news because it's favorable in the algorithm? Don't you want a news source that is catered just for you, filtered by biases and by sources? Well, introducing Ground News. Okay, I'm kidding. All right, that's okay. The bit has gone on for too long.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Maybe because they want them to go harder on Trump. I guess so. And they hate video games, they hate pretty women, they hate men, etc. It's a matter of time. Yeah, like.
Wait, Democrats hate video games? Is that what he said yes to? Okay.
Is that if I think about the modern Democrat Party, it's about weird upper middle class Karens that want to tone police you, tell you what words you can't say, and then put you at a disadvantage and call you racist for it. Why the fuck would I vote for that? It's a hall monitor party. Really? Like, yeah, the nagging aunties. Yeah, exactly. It's just, if you're not binary, yeah, it's just so weird. Why would anybody want that? 20% approvals happens when you take 80-20 issue on the extreme. Yeah, I think it's very common.
Says the guy who supports the party that's literally using banned words. Sorry, that literally has a banned words list. Okay, this is the guy that we're talking about.